Everyone, welcome to Chemical Hub, and today we are going to discuss about National Air Quality Standards NAAQS. So let's begin. The objective of NAAQS is first, it is for the development of effective management of ambient air quality. Then, it is to provide uniform measure for assessing the air quality at national level and to indicate the levels of air quality which is necessary with adequate margin of safety to protect public health as well as property. NAAQS is monitored under National Air Quality Monitoring Program NAMP. It was implemented by CPCB. The parameters which are monitored under NAMP total they are 12. They are SO2, NO2, PM10 which are monitored regularly at all the locations, while PM2.5, CO, ammonia, lead, ozone, benzene, benzopyrene, arsenic and nickel, they are monitored at selective locations. Monitoring of regular parameters is carried out for 24 hours, where SO2 and NO2 are monitored for 4 hours, that at interval of 4 hours, that is 6 times daily, whereas PM10 is monitored at interval of 8 hours, which is 3 times daily. So the annual arithmetic mean of minimum 104 measurements in a year at a particular site is taken twice a week, 24 hourly at uniform intervals. The frequency is 2 times a week and there are total 52 weeks. Therefore, 2 into 52, that is 104 measurements are taken at uniform intervals, that is 4 hour and 8 hour for SO2, NO2 as well as PM10 respectively. These values shall be complied with 98% of time in a year, but 2% of time they may exceed the limits, but not on 2 consecutive days of monitoring. And if it happens that it exceeds on 2 consecutive days, then continuous monitoring is carried out throughout as well as further investigation is taken place. Now let us look at the National Ambient Air Quality Standards. Given are the pollutants, the 12 that we discussed is the time weighted average, the concentration in ambient air, industrial as well as in ecological sensitive area, and the methods of measurement. The limits for each and every pollutant is given in this table. So let me tell you about how to remember these, as there are 12 pollutants and it might be difficult for some of them to remember. So we can remember like SO2 as well as NO2. There is a gap of 10 here. Same here also 2030. There is a gap of 10 in ecologically sensitive areas, right? And then we can remember these values are same, that is 80-80 for all of them, SO2 as well as NO2. Done, SO2 and NO2. Yeah. Next comes particulate matter, PM10 and PM2.5. PM10 that is 60 to 100, 60, 100. Both are same, annual as well as ecologically sensitive. Whereas you can remember like from 60 to 100 there's a difference of 40. So for PM2.5 the first value is 40 and the other is the gap of 20, that is half of 40, that is 40 and 60. Next comes the ozone. Here you need to check on that for ozone it is 8 hours and 1 hour monitoring. So for that case it is 100, 100, 180, 100, 180 which are the same values. Similarly for the lead it is double 0.5 and 1 into 2 times. Next comes the carbon monoxide. Here also it is 8 hours and 1 hours. And same, here also it becomes into 2 times. So if you just remember the order of the pollutants, you can easily recall all these values. For ammonia, it is after we multiplied 2 times twice, so here it comes 4 times into 4 times, 100 into 4. Same values for ecologically sensitive as well as industrial areas. For benzene, it is 5,5 which is the same. For benzopyrene, annual value 11, arsenic 6,6 and nickel it is 2020. There are several methods given for the measurement of these pollutants that we will discuss Here comes Continuous Ambient Air Quality Monitoring, CAA-QMS. It provides real-time data of pollutants using analyzers and sensors, but its limitation is that it can handle only 8 set of parameters. But it also measures meteorological parameters like wind speed, wind direction, ambient temperature, solar radiation, rainfall, as well as relative humidity. The pollutants which are measured under this continuous ambient air quality monitoring are given in this table. So to remember them, it is very easy. As we can see, it is PM, PM 2.10 and PM 2.5. They both are measured using beta attenuation principle. Next comes NO2 and NH3. You can remember like NN. So for that, the principle of measurement is chemiluminescence for SO2 and O3. We can remember like O2 and O3. NO2 is gone, so we can remember this O2 and O3. So it is UV, ultraviolet. Ozone is related to photometric, photolight. So we can remember like UV photometric, and for SO2, UV fluorescence. For benzene, it is gas chromatography, and for CO, it is NDIR, non-dispersive infrared. I hope you liked this video. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.